I see literacy as a great equalizer. It's a gift that once you have it, no one can take it away.
New national tests show math and reading scores for 13-year-olds in the U.S., including New York City students, dropped to the lowest levels in decades.
Compared to 2019, average reading scores are down 5 points.
Half of our city kids from 3rd to 8th grade cannot read. Half.
The New York City Department of Education says in 2019, only 53% of 3rd grade students were proficient in reading. That rate fell to 49% in 2022.
63% of Latino students don't read on grade level. 64% of black students don't read on grade level. It's outrageous.
It's not a child issue. This is an issue about how we're teaching kids to read.
I think I've always liked reading, but I feel like reading has definitely helped me grow as a person.
Reading's important because you get to know how to write essays and stuff. And that's really good because then your grades get higher and then you could go to college.
My mom taught me that reading books grows my brain. My brain is this big because I learned how to read.
How big?
This big.
How big?
This.
How big?
So one of the things that really attracted me to East Harlem Tutorial Program was that it started as a literacy organization. So that really is at the heart of who we still are at EHTP today. We are still an organization that believes deeply in the power of reading to really change kids' lives.
Our current vision for literacy here at East Harlem Stars Academy is really trying to get our students to be more confident readers. And that means that we'll have to start really from the beginning and really make sure that students get all of the aspects of the literacy rope around phonics, around word recognition, around blending in the early grades so they can feel actually confident when they get into the upper grades. In the upper grades, really be able to put books in front of them they find interesting, books that they find exciting.
My teachers help me love learning and reading because they make it fun.
One of the things that we do to inspire a love for reading is give students a choice. What do you want to read about? What are you interested in? Because a lot of times students feel like they don't know how to read, but once they find a book that they're really truly interested in, you see them working harder to connect the pictures to the words, to sound things out. You see them starting to understand that they can do it and they are learning.
It is a beautiful thing to be able to pick up a book and find yourself in a world that probably won't be your own, but somewhere where you will find something similar to what you were going through and similar to what you were invested in.
One of my favorite books recently has probably been Great Expectations, about a character named Pip who lives in poverty and he learns about social classes. And I feel like it's just a really good message.
I love to read novels. Sometimes I feel guilty. I feel like I should be reading professional books, but I love reading literature because I see it as a window into human behavior, the human psyche, human relationships, and it helps me be able to relate to all the people that I encounter.
I've been teaching literacy and reading for my entire career, and I know that when you empower even young students to decode language on the page, it gives them the confidence to decode language out there in the world and outside the classroom. So you're really equipping them not just with an intellectual and academic skill, you're equipping them with a sociological and communication skill.
Being able to read gives me the broader perspective of the issues I have to face as a woman of color, but it also gives me the understanding that they are solvable and that there is hope.
I feel like my English teachers, Mrs. Smith and Mr. Pennington, have definitely helped me expand my reading level because they've showed me new books, teaching me real world problems. And I just feel like it's very important.
Frederick Douglass once said, once you learn to read, you will forever be free. And what that means to me is literacy goes hand to hand with economic freedom, because I want to major in stuff like business, entrepreneurship.
We're really raising and teaching a generation of change agents. So when we think about all of the societal issues that we're having, we are actively putting our students in the position to be the ones to make the change in all of those areas.
This is deeper than just being able to go to college and just being able to get a good job. If we're going to be able to save this community and ensure this community is thriving, we have to make sure that our students are walking out these doors literate in all the ways that they can, so they can be able to fight back against injustices that may come into this community.
Yes, it's about upping the academic standards because the stakes are so high, but the stakes are also high in terms of cultural competency and giving students literature that has relevant intersections with their everyday lives.
Last year, we talked about the critical importance of college readiness. In some ways, the way you can think about that is that we were doing what we do at EHTP, which is to begin with the end in mind. We were thinking of what we're ultimately trying to prepare our scholars for. This year, we're beginning with the beginning in mind. We're thinking about what foundational skills and knowledge we need to ensure we instill in every kindergartner, first grader, second grader, so that as they progress through the grade levels, they're able to really access high-level curricula and knowledge and be prepared to go to college when they get there.
I have been very grateful for all the support we've gotten so far. Because of it, we have our literacy scores growing and we have calm and safer schools. But the best is yet to come. Because for us, it's not just about the test scores. I want our students to be able to read books and be immersed in the experience around literacy that they're enjoying, and to write things that are going to change the world. And with your support, we will be able to get there.
I believe we can read our way into equality.
I believe we could read our way to a positive future.
I believe we can read our way out of racism.
I believe we could read our way into freedom.
We can read our way out of homelessness.
We can read our way to clean streets.
I believe we could read our way out of poverty.
I believe students can use reading to find a place at any table where they want to belong.
I believe in the power of literacy to build bridges between people, to establish an informed citizenry, and to deliver on the promise of the American dream.